Every year in August, South Africa celebrates Women's Month to pay tribute to the more than 20,000 women who marched to the Union buildings on the 9th of August 1956 in protest against the extension of past laws to women. Today, National Women's Day draws attention to significant issues South African women still face, such as parenting, domestic violence, sexual harassment in the workplace, unequal pay and schooling for all girls. It is used as a day to fight for or protest these issues. Due to this public holiday, there have been many significant advances. Pre-democracy before 1994, women had low representation in parliament at only 2.7%. Women in the National Assembly were at 27.7%. This number has now nearly doubled, being at 48% representation throughout the country's government. The National Women's Day commemoration is based on the same principles as International Women's Day and strives for much of the same freedoms and rights. This year's theme is building resilient economies for all. As we kickstart Women's Month, we spoke with two women in management positions in the South African Police Service. One of these women is Lt Gen Mosikili, the Deputy National Commissioner responsible for policing, who earlier this year, during the celebration of International Women's Day, said the SAPS is still striving to do more for women and is committed to empowering women.
Being here, we cannot be sissies. We cannot be sitting and expecting somebody to come and do. I think earlier when I was delivering my address, I did indicated that you don't wait, you can't stand at the door and ask which chair to occupy in the boardroom. You need to bring your camp chair, put it there and sit and contribute. It must be there because you are going to be contributing, but don't expect that you will be given a position while you are sitting back.
She further emphasized the importance of being educated and encouraged women in the SAPS to develop themselves further.
Let's go to school. You are not going to school. I know many people will argue that, but what is school has to do? What is the certificate have to do with the work? You need to do the work. We don't want you to be a doctor to do the work, but education can shape you.
Another force to be reckoned with is the current acting Deputy National Commissioner for Crime Detection, who is also the Divisional Commissioner responsible for detectives and forensics, Lieutenant General Senthumele. According to General Senthumele, mediocrity does not yield growth and hard work produces success.
In this environment, many a times you work as a team. So you must be able to contribute towards the bigger objectives by being a team player. And in systems thinking, you also must be able to fulfill your part that talks to the bigger vision of the organization. It means that you have to lead with respect. It means that you have to lead with kindness, with humility, but also be resilient. Because if you're just too kind and humble, people think I walk over. So you must be able to balance being resilient and also mentally strong, because you interact with a lot, and therefore you must be able as a person to withhold that as so that you don't actually break in the process.
This is her vision for women in policing.
It is just to see women grow, you know. I know that sometimes we have difficulty juggling between work and home, and that also can be a hindrance for women to grow. However, the government has given us so much support. I mean, if we look historically at policing, initially only males joined, and later, I think around the 1970s, women were allowed to join the policing environment. So it means that we need to now claim our space as leaders. So I'm encouraging women to work harder, to study, and to also be probably ambassadors of hope for our communities, that the police can deliver a service that is required.
Lieutenant General Senthumele encouraged women to be determined and to always push boundaries.
Don't give up. Push until you see the results, until you get commendation from your communities to say you did a great job. Continue and push.
Women's Day celebration serves as a powerful reminder of the vital role women play in the South African Police Service and the ongoing commitment by the organization to women empowerment and advancement.